Having a great day. Listen, guys, if it puts you in debt, it is not a gift. We're on this 30-day challenge and we are talking money mindset and how to get our meaning and purpose back. And we are talking today, guys, debt is not generosity. Now, I know you guys are coming into this time of the year and it's holiday season, and I just want to encourage you guys by having this well thought out, mindful conversation, right? Overspending for love costs long term peace. Did you hear me? Overspending for love costs long-term peace. All right. So in the chat, in the comment section, I want you guys to put long-term peace in the chat, and I want you to tell me something that is giving you peace. All right. So today we're talking. Let's be honest. If it puts you in debt, it's not a gift, and I think that is going to resonate with a lot of you. If it puts you in debt, it's not a gift. Listen, guys, a gift is something that comes from your heart. A gift is something that is very impactful to other people. But if it is something that is going to give you mental anguish and stress because you've done it, especially when we're talking about monetarily, when it's going to put you in debt, you need to change your whole mindset of that. Listen, I really want you guys to understand it is okay to not overconsume, to be in this consumerism mindset. It is okay not to buy. I think the no buy movement is so important right now because a lot of times people don't even want to realize and say they really don't have the money to buy. They're getting themselves into debt to buy these gifts, to buy these things for their family members, for friends, and you know you really don't have it. So break free of that. That's what this 30-day challenge is about, is breaking free of these mindsets and ideals that you have to be accountable, right? So if you're new to the channel, hola, como estás? Ni hao, merci. I am Mrs. B. Finesse of millennialfinessemindset.com, and I am an accountability coach and an educational consultant. And here, what I want to do to help you guys is we faithfully innovate, we inspire, we're naturally effective, and we seek success every day. That is a millennial finesse mindset. All right. So, once again, if you want to be honest, we're talking about it today. If it puts you in debt, it's not a gift. Listen, if it puts you in debt, it's not a gift. Debt isn't generosity. I want that to sink in. I want you guys to really think about that. Because listen, if you're going to be honest, you know, a lot of times you get yourself in debt being quote unquote generous. You getting yourself in debt with the mindset of saying, well, I can pay it back later, or I know it's really important for them, so I'm going to take the sacrifice of spending, or I'm going to even get myself a gift that's going to get me in so much debt because I don't understand how I'm spending. I don't understand the interest rate on whatever I bought. If I got a loan for it or got some type of financing, listen, guys, debt is not generosity. And in this season and this time, especially with things going on, with things being taken away, with all these layoffs and job issues happening where people are going for months, even years, not getting jobs, right? Being out of the job market. It is very, very important that you guys understand that if it puts you in debt, it's not a gift, right? And it's okay to not always be spending and buying. Actually, it is a peace of mind and freedom. Once you get off that mindset that you always have to be buying and you always have to be spending your last dime, or you always have to get the newest thing, a lot of times, guys, that takes a burden off of your mind, soul, and spirit, okay? Because you see so much on social media, you see so much on TV, you see so much everywhere, even when you're driving, even when you're on your computer, you're seeing ads, you're seeing all these things going on. And a lot of times you do not realize that you don't need it. A lot of times you get tricked into psychologically, mentally, that you need something and you really don't. So, once again, guys, that isn't generosity. Overspending for love costs long-term peace. So then what does that look like, long-term peace? A lot of times, guys, if you want to be honest here, you know that you can think of one or two things that you bought in the last year that you do not have peace about. Listen, I want you also to put peace in the comment sections and then say something that disturbed your peace, something that you bought, that you financed, that you got, that now you wish you didn't do it. Okay? Because we're a community here and we have to be honest about it. We have to actually understand that this is something that is common, that a lot of people do, and this is something that honestly, it's like a hidden thing. It's like taboo. People don't really want to talk about it. They don't really want to talk about the amount of debt they're in. They don't really want to talk about that they wish they didn't make a lot of choices. And they really don't want to talk about that they actually need help. They need to ask questions. Or you need to see what somebody else has gone through to know that, hey, this is the same thing I'm going through and I need to change it. So once again, if you're new, you're coming in, we're talking about, let's be honest, if it puts you in debt, it's not a gift. You know, we're in this season of the holiday year, and just even throughout the year, there's different holidays, there's people's birthdays, and a lot of times you get yourself caught up with the stress and anguish of trying to provide gifts and buy things. And if it puts you in debt, guys, it's not a gift. It's a liability. It's something that mentally will bring you down. And oh, thank you for the gift. How ironic. I got a gift when I said that. So shout out to you, Atlas Cats. I appreciate the Thanksgiving gift. Thank you for the thankful heart. That's cool. I've never seen that pop up on the live before. So once again, if you guys are coming in new to the channel, my name is Mrs. B Finesse of Millennial Finesse Mindset, and here I try to help you guys faithfully innovate, inspire, be naturally effective, and seek success every day. And how do we do that? You gotta be honest. You gotta be accountable, guys. And with this society and the way everything's going, people do not want to be honest. They don't want to be accountable. But guess what? When you come here, you come in this environment, in this community, that's what we're going to do. We have open discussions. We're very accountable about things, and we give each other grace to know that everybody doesn't know everything. And sometimes you got to humble yourself and you got to listen, right? And then you have to take what you've learned and acquire those things and then use it, tangibly use it. Don't just get all this information and get all this wisdom and advice and then you don't use it. And let's say you know what I'm talking about already. Well, share it with somebody that doesn't. Everybody has not been raised with somebody that can teach them about accountability, teach them about money, or even express to them, these are the mistakes that were made. This is how you can fix this. So it's super, super important that we understand, guys, listen, debt isn't generosity. And if it puts you in debt, it's not a gift, right? If you have to go in debt buying something, or you know that you can't pay your bill, you can't pay something that is necessary, you're getting behind on things you have to pay because you are buying gifts or you're trying to appease people in this season, just understand, listen, it is not a gift if it's putting you in debt. And debt isn't generosity. It's so important that you guys understand that. And it is so important that you step back and understand if you made those mistakes, it's okay. You definitely can get out of these situations. You definitely can get what you need to get yourself back on track. And I really know and believe that these conversations are just not being had. These honest conversations about debt, about money, about not spending, about it is okay that you don't have the newest thing. It is okay that you don't have everything everybody on social media has. I'm telling you guys, I've consulted with people on social media before. A lot of it is a facade, right? A lot of it is covering up their idiosyncrasies to express something to you to make them feel good from the responses, the likes, whatever you're giving them. So be cognizant of that. When you have the peace in your heart and mind and you have joy to understand that I might have this, I might not, but at least I'm being honest with myself. At least I'm trying to move forward. At least I'm trying to be the best me. Guys, that is the best feeling in the world. And that's what I love working with my clients, right? And even in education, I've been in education over a decade, guys, working with parents, young adults, and individuals. And that whole journey has showed me I've worked with different religions of people, different cultures, different races. And I love the elasticity of it all. I love the ideals of learning why people do what they do, think what they think, and seeing how when you're helping different type of people, it helps you grow and expand. And that's why it's so important to get out of your social groups, get out of the same mundaneness and people that are agreeing with you all the time, because sometimes even if you don't agree with people, you get understanding. And that's really the point in life, to get understanding. You don't have to agree with people. You can agree to disagree, but you want to meet and learn and know different people. And then when you do that, you understand that, listen, debt is not a gift, okay? Being generous should not put you in debt. So just be aware of that, right? So once again, guys, I hope you were encouraged by this conversation. Hope you stay on this 30-day challenge. If you missed the other days, go back and look at the playlist for the 30-day challenge. Make sure you're commenting in the comment section, because we want to shoot this out instead of all the other foolishness that's going on in social media, the foolishness that's going on in this season of buying and accumulating and amassing. Guys, listen, we want to encourage each other with these encouraging words, encouraging concepts and themes. And once again, guys, if you want to connect with me more, you can go to my website, send me a message there, or contact me here in the comment section. All right, guys. Once again, listen, guys, going into debt is not a gift. All right. And debt is not generosity. So hopefully you guys have a good day. Adios au revoir. See you guys later.